Hey there, welcome back. So in this particular session, we are going to talk about the image-based test automation for mobile applications. Now, we have already seen how we can scan a particular mobile application using the Tosca mobile engine. But with this mobile engine, you can also steer or scan your screen controls in the mobile applications using the image-based test automation. Now, this is particularly helpful when you are not able to scan with the default mobile engine in Tosca, and then you need to fall back upon other methods to scan your controls. And image-based test automation could be helpful in these type of scenarios. So let's talk about how we can go ahead with this image-based test automation, or how we can use this particular method to scan our controls using the images rather than the actual controls. So here I'm going to create a new module under the mobile folder. So we are going to use the mobile scan engine and we'll use that particular option. So here I will select the connection as remote, and then I will select my real device, which is an Android device here. And then in the application, I'm going to select the source demo application, and I'm going to click on connect. Now, do keep in mind that image-based automation is not 100% foolproof, which means it depends mainly on the screen resolution. So if you're creating an image-based module on a specific mobile screen resolution, it might not work on another device. Now, this is a drawback of the image-based test automation, which is very well known. But in scenarios where the normal scan doesn't work, then you can fall back upon this particular method, but it should be your last option. Now, how to go ahead and select the image-based test automation? Well, we have got two options here once we establish the connection. So we have got the mobile scan, which we have already used. Now we'll use the IBTA scan. Now it stands for image-based test automation. So I'm going to select this particular option. And here you can see scan web applications using image recognition. Use this option if mobile scan doesn't recognize objects in your app. So we can scan both our application as well as we can scan the web applications. So let's go ahead and click on scan. And then here you will see there are two options. One is the live view, okay? And then there is the scan option. Now we are going to select the scan option here, and you will see that it has changed the color now. And now I have got an option to basically drag the area which I want to scan. So this is the usual way of scanning an image-based control. So you need to drag your cursor, and then you need to select the control which you want to select, right? So we are going to select this text field, which is username. And then once you select this, you will see there is an additional window here called Add Control. We have got here the control type. So we have got button, text box, and generic. So we'll choose the text box here. We can also give it a control name. So we can give it username. We can also define the accuracy here. So currently it is by default 85%, but we can change it to even 100%, right? So if you are choosing an 100% accuracy, that means the area of the control has to match the image-based module, right? And if you want to fall back to less accuracy for your control, then you can also do that. So once you do that, either you can click on finish, and that will save it to the module, or we can cancel it, or we can scan next. So we can scan the next control. Let's do that. So now again, I will choose the password control here. Again, this is a text box. I will keep it to 95, which we have chosen. Okay. And then we'll also give the control a name, which is password. And then we'll scan next. And this time around, we are going to scan a button. And the control type is button. The control name is login. And for this, I want to have a better accuracy, which is 99%. So after this, I'm going to click on Finish. So that's going to create a new module here. I'm going to call this source image module. Okay, so we have the image-based controls here, as you can see, and we can perform all types of actions on this particular controls like any other control. In the value range, you can see there is the click option and the long press option for all these three controls. So this is how you can scan your controls using the image-based test automation where the normal mobile scan doesn't work or your application is not being recognized properly by the mobile scan from Tosca. So this is a fallback option which you can use, but obviously it has some drawbacks. Now, the other thing which I want to show you is if we go to scan, and again, we choose the mobile option here. We choose the remote, we choose the device and the application, and then we click on connect. Again, we choose the IBTA scan and click on scan. So here, what we can do is we can select a control like the username field, which is text box. But again, what we can do is we can select another control here using again, the drag option from the scan. And once you select this particular image, it can actually work as a reference point for additional image-based controls. Now we can identify the username field using this particular image of Swag Labs as a reference point. Okay, so it will allow you to scan and steer your controls more precisely because now it can basically identify this username control based on this particular control, which is again an image, but then you can decide whether you want to add additional information as reference points so that you have better accuracy, right? We can also decide the accuracy of this particular image. So you can see here, we can drag and also get the accuracy for this. So this is an additional way of creating additional identifying images for your controls, and this will improve your accuracy for your image-based controls. So that's how you can use the image-based test automation in your Tosca mobile automation to scan your mobile controls where the normal mobile scan doesn't work.